I saw an air helicopter Apache a little bit over a month ago, and they were spotted today in Florida and also in Washington D.C. And I'm like way in the north, so what's going to become apparent is that you're going to have people who are ready and you're going to have people who are not ready for what's about to happen. So if Iran or Somalia or Kuwait, any of the countries who are allied to Iran, if either of them get in a nuclear battle with the United States, that's going to affect a large portion of the Midwest, because Chicago is going to be a target. Chicago is going to be a target. That's going to affect the East Coast, the eastern border, states like South Carolina, right? We're going to be in for a big surprise. I don't know how many Apaches are in storage. I'm not sure how many of them, but I'm sure it's a few of them, right? But the thing that I'm kind of looking forward to is just seeing how many people have solar devices, right? Because if the grid goes down, you're going to need it in order to charge your phone. The thing I'm also going to be looking at is how many people have currencies. Like how many people have copper, how many people have silver, how many people have gold. I'm going to be looking at who has things that other people don't have, right? That's what I'm kind of looking at right now. That's what I'm kind of looking at. And if we get caught in a situation where life is taken, right? Say we're in a nuclear standoff and people get hit in America. Because you got to think, why would Trump say he wants to ban people traveling from Africa to America? Why would he want to why is every African state on the ban list of traveling to America? You see what I mean? There's a couple things that's happening that, I don't think people are going to be ready for. To say if a standoff does happen. Because once the nuclear strikes and it hits the soil, right? And, nuclear deposits, burn people's skin and stuff like that. It attached to people's skin who are 55 miles away or 155 miles away, right? They still get hit. That's an all-out world war. That's World War III. And people have to be ready for whatever happens. I'm just hoping that, it doesn't go that far. But it looks like Iran is taking it to a place where you're going to have this new group of guys that's 25, 24. They're going to have to be ready. They're going to have to be trained up. Then a draft is going to happen. Trump, he's trying to induct the draft. Will the Supreme Court step in and say, no, we don't know? So it's a lot of changing heads happening right now. And, the thing I can only say about all of this is that, this is not black people fight. This is not our fight to get into. You know what I mean? We really need to be thinking Africa. That's all we need to be thinking right now. Let them fight their own fight, man. We've been fighting with them since World War One. We need to step aside. We need to step aside. You see what I mean? This is not the time to get involved in their fights. You know? This is not the time, man. And I'm not saying that to belittle anyone or belittle like any type of command or anything like that. All I'm saying is that, you know, black people, right? This is not the war you want to get into. You know what I mean? This is not the war. When they're talking about dropping nuclear advances and like Iran, like Netanyahu been warning everybody since like, you know, the 90s about Iran's capabilities. I don't think he wants to be in that position. To set up a state in Palestine, I don't think he wanted to be in that position. I think they had something against him and he just went ahead and took it. You know, yeah, this is not the fight for us at all. Great peace, Yakoki.